There are moments in life when everything you hold dear is tested. Not by chance, not by fate, but by God Himself. This is the story of Abraham and Isaac, a father, a son, and a sacrifice that still echoes across generations. It was a peaceful morning in ancient Hebron. Birds chirped, the sun rose quietly over Abraham's tent. I imagine Abraham, old and wise, sitting by the fire watching his miracle son laugh and play. For so long Abraham and Sarah had longed for a child, and finally God blessed them with Isaac. This boy was hope, laughter, and the living proof that God keeps His promises. But then, everything changed. One morning, as Abraham went about his routine, God called his name. Abraham. Instantly Abraham replied, "Here I am, Lord." Then came the command that must have shattered his heart. "Take your son, your only son Isaac, whom you love, and offer him as a burnt offering on a mountain I will show you." Abraham didn't argue, he didn't weep, he just obeyed. But inside the storm raged. That night, while Isaac slept peacefully, Abraham lay awake. "Lord, you gave him to me," he prayed. "He is the promise. The laughter you brought into our lives, if you take him, what will remain?" No answer came. Only the endless night sky above. Early next morning, Abraham rose before dawn. He split wood for the burnt offering, saddled his donkey and set out with 2 servants and Isaac. Isaac, always cheerful, asked, "Father, where are we going?" Abraham forced a smile. "We're going to worship the Lord, my son." For 3 days they traveled. Every mile, Abraham's heart grew heavier. Finally, they reached the mountain God had shown him. Abraham turned to his servants. "Stay here with the donkey. The boy and I will go over there to worship, and we will return." Did you catch that? We will return. Abraham believed God would provide. Isaac carried the wood, Abraham the fire and the knife. As they climbed, Isaac turned, curious. "Father, I see the fire and the wood, but where is the lamb for the burnt offering?" Abraham replied quietly, "God will provide for Himself the lamb, my son." At the summit, Abraham built the altar, stone by stone. His hands trembled as he bound Isaac. Isaac didn't fight, he trusted his father, and Abraham trusted God. Tears filled Abraham's eyes as he laid Isaac on the altar. He raised the knife, his heart breaking, but his faith holding strong. Then, a voice thundered from heaven, "Abraham, Abraham!" Abraham dropped the knife. "Here I am." The angel spoke, "Do not lay a hand on the boy. Now I know that you fear God because you have not withheld your son, your only son." Abraham looked up and saw a ram caught in a thicket. God had provided. With tears of relief, Abraham untied Isaac. Father and son embraced. Together, they offered the ram on the altar, smoke rising to heaven. Abraham named the place Yahweh Yireh, the Lord will provide. As they walked back down the mountain, the sun setting behind them, Abraham's heart was changed forever. This was more than a test. It was a glimpse of a greater story, a loving father, who would one day not spare his own son for the sake of the world. So when God tests your faith, remember Abraham. When life doesn't make sense, when it hurts, trust that God still has a ram in the thicket. TrueScript Stories, where scripture speaks for itself. Subscribe for more powerful Bible stories.